It next time. What we can see on preparates. What is it? What is it? That is a testis, but not. It is not cut codes of the testis, and we can impossible to see testis and epididymis. Necessary to cut first and then open, and in this case we can distinguish. Now impossible to distinguish. It is right or left testis. Today one student said that it is testis. That is penis. And that is glans penis, but we speak with it next time, next classes. External female and male genital organs. Today you answer male. What is it? Prostate gland. It is apex. It is basis. What is it?
Seminal vesicle.
Seminal vesicle. Good. And it is absent. Deferent duct should be here. What is it? Ureter. Ureter. Look here, that is uterus, and it is urinary bladder in front. It is easy to distinguish where anterior surface of the uterus and where posterior, because urinary bladder in front. That is peritoneum. Do you see it? It is peritoneum between uterus and urinary bladder, and this peritoneum formed pouch or excavatio. Do you remember excavatio? Vesico-uterina. Vesico-uterina. And you can see that posterior surface of bladder and apex of bladder has peritoneum. That is also uterus, and now it is not so easy to distinguish where anterior and posterior surface. How to do it? How to take this preparate correct? Look here, that is ovarium, and laterally of uterus here it is broad ligament or ligamentum. What is it? Latum uteri. Ligamentum latum uteri. That is laterally from uterus here and here, ligamentum latum uteri. And avarius, here it is ovarium. 1, 2. Avarius is behind of broad ligament of the uterus. That is why this surface is posterior and it is anterior surface of the uterus. Well, we start from ovarium. Ovarium has two ends, two surfaces and two borders. One end of ovarium, here it is, maybe here more better. Look here. This end here and another end here. One end look to uterine tube, that is tube, and this end look to uterine tube. That is why this name of this end, extremitas tubaria. Opposite end look to the uterus, and name of it, extremitas uterina. From extremitas uterina start ligament and attach to uterus, and name of this ligament, ligamentum ovarii proprium, proper ligament of ovarium. And opposite end, here it is another ligament, ligamentum suspensorium ovarii, ligamentum suspensorii ovarium. Do you remember another suspensorium ligament?
Yes,
in duodenum. Okay. Next, two borders. One border of ovarium you already know. In time of topography of ureter, we speak that free border. Look here, this border is free. Margo liber, here it is. Another border, here it is mesovarium. Do you remember what is mesovarium? Mesentery of ovarium, mesovarium. Mesovarium attached, and name of this border, Margo mesovarium. And two surfaces. One of them is lateral, facies lateralis. Another surface is medial, facies medialis. That is correct position of ovarium. Next, uterine tube. Uterine tube has four parts. First part of uterine tube inside of uterus, pars uterina. Next, narrow part of uterine tube, isthmus. Next, widest part of uterine tube is ampulla tube. And last part here it is, that is infundibulum, and infundibulum has fimbria tubaria, here it is fimbria tubaria, and one longest fimbria, it starts from uterine tube and go to ovarium, here it is, and name of this fimbria avarica. In time of ovulation, do you know what is ovulation? When oocyte it's present in follicle, and follicle it's broken, and oocyte go into abdominal cavity. This process has name ovulation, and oocyte pass through this fimbria avarica, go to uterine tube, and another fimbria, they help to take oocyte and conduct it into fallopian tube, into uterine tube. Clear? And then oocyte pass through uterine tube, and here it is, in uterine tube take place fertilization. If fertilization is present, spermatozoids go into uterine tube and insert into oocyte. In this case, in ovarium, on the place where follicle was present, yellow body, corpus luteum. And what happened? And corpus luteum is produced progesterone, that is hormone, which help to develop pregnancy. It helped to store pregnancy in uterus. If fertilization is not take place, in this case, corpus luteum disappear, replace into wide body corpus albicans with fat tissue, and then corpus albicans disappear, it's replaced into connective tissue, and in this case estrogens increase in blood and level of progesterone decrease, and in uterus start menstruation, menstrual bleeding, menstruation. But if pregnancy start, yellow body increase in size, develop more better, and formed